is the anthem. Here's what you came for. This is the moment magic was made for. Come on, let's light up the sky now. You feel the magic happening right now.
Hello there. Welcome back to Fan Fatales.
Take a ride with us on the Hogwarts Express.
Walk down Main Street with our best super pals.
And defy gravity as we talk about all things fandom.
Hello and welcome back to Fan Fatales, a member of the Real Fans Podcast Network. I'm Emma.
And I'm Gaby, and this week we're going to talk about some fall faves as well as, just how we're feeling this season.
Yeah.
Also, as you can tell, my audio quality is drastically terrible. And that is because I am actually in Mexico right now. Surprise! As viewers who are on YouTube can tell, I'm in a hotel room, and that's because my boyfriend and I are celebrating our anniversary in Mexico. 3 months too late, but it's okay. We planned this, and then we were like, "Ooh, let's say it's our anniversary because this is our anniversary gift to each other."
Yeah.
So I'm recording on just my Apple headphone mic. Don't hate me, listeners.
Yeah,
I'm so
we've
sorry.
We've been well, you're gonna be traveling a whole bunch.
I am. So this is the first week of travel palooza for me. So I have this week here. We're here Sunday to Saturday. And then I'm home for about 5 days. And then I leave Friday the 27th for Naples, Florida for a friend's wedding. And then from there, I'm going to Orlando, Florida to meet Emma on the 29th. And then we're going to Disney World for 2 days. And then I'm home on the 1st. And then I'm home for 1 day that Thursday. And I have an exam that Thursday. That's going to suck. And then
I also have an exam that Thursday.
See, professors knew. And then from there on Friday, I leave to go LARPing for 3 whole days.
So busy times. We might be having some special guests on.
Yeah, for the next 2 weeks, I'm solidly booked up.
Yeah. Because what I'd love to do, and I know we're not going to have any time to do it with how jam-packed our Disney thing is do an episode there, but no way.
As much as I would love to, I just don't think we're going to have time.
I don't think so either.
So, we're going to vlog all of Disney. So, you guys will be able to catch up on YouTube and see, what we did together and, what we're like when we're actually in the same room, because it is chaotic. But,
Sorry, Sean.
Nah, he'll be fine. Especially when we're drunk. That's when it's worse. You remember Nashville. Dude, I remember we were sitting at that bar in Nashville and I was like, "You need to eat your beans." And I was like, "I don't want to eat the beans."
What beans?
We went to the Mexican restaurant. Do you not remember this? We went to the Mexican restaurant and we were sitting at the bar because the other ladies wanted to wait for a table, and we sat at the bar and we ordered food, and you got something with beans and rice on the side.
I do remember this.
I was like, "Emma, you need to eat. You're very drunk." And you were like, "No." And I was like, you have to eat it. And then you ate the whole plate.
I don't remember eating the whole plate.
I remember that. I was also pretty drunk, to be fair.
Well, this was the bike thing, right?
Yeah,
this
that was after the bike thing. Yeah, when Kathy fell off. But yeah, this was after the bike thing. We were sitting at the Mexican restaurant because I wanted to get Nashville hot chicken, but the line was 2 hours long. So we said, fuck that. And we went to the Mexican restaurant next door.
Yes, that's right. I was like, I don't remember us going to any Mexican restaurants while we were in Nashville.
Because it wasn't on the calendar. The calendar said we were going to get Nashville hot chicken, but Nashville hot chicken was too long.
Yeah.
So anyway, all this to say, it's going to be kind of chaotic, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So,
but I mean, we're probably going to do an episode afterwards of baby's first trip to Disney World.
We'll do a debrief. Baby's first trip to Disney. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
I love it.
Disney World, not Disney.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's get this thing started because I got about an hour before we can make it to dinner, and I'm hungry. We had like snacks when we got here at like with a pool bar, but like we're gonna go get like food for dinner. So
Yeah.
Anyway, fall favorites. What are we
So
starting with?
I don't know. The first fall favorite for this year that's come to mind, because I know we did something like this last fall.
We did
Is
with Andy, I believe.
no, we did Christmas with Andy.
That's right. Christmas
Because
was
I
with
talked about
Andy.
Narnia, because I was able to bring Narnia into that
That is right.
conversation.
I remember this.
And I'm trying to think what I said last year for my like go-to fall drink that wasn't like a PSL.
I'm pretty sure I said something like spiced apple cider with like Fireball, because that's fire. But also, you turned me on to this drink from that place that you go to, that bar that you like to go to in Tallahassee.
Oh, Madison Social.
Yes. You turned me on to a drink from there that's like orange juice and cranberry juice and Fireball and like something else. And
Yeah, that was one of their
good.
challenge drinks. So they're not doing that this year.
But it was really good.
It was. No, their challenge drinks this year are dangerous. And I've been really liking them. So their whole theme is like Willy Wonka candy themed.
Cute.
For it, including the shirt that you get if you do all 7.
Cute. Is it within the month or like
within the month? And I'm 4 7s.
Well, there you go. You're almost there.
Yeah. Well, my friends and I, so they do on $5, they do one of the challenge drinks for $5.
Well, there you go.
What we'll usually do is get the $5 one and then another one off of it to get off.
Go.
But my favorite one that they've done is they call it the Starburst drink.
Uh-huh.
And I took one sip of it and went, this is a pink Starburst. This is, if it was liquefied, a pink Starburst.
Solid.
So that's been one of my favorites. But non-alcoholic, Aldi has this really good, and it's so funny because I have been getting it way too much, and it's to the point where we have a back stock of it.
From Aldi?
In the apartment? Yeah, from Aldi. And it is a sparkling apple cider, but like, it literally tastes like if you like carbonated apple cider.
Is that not just what sparkling apple cider is?
Yeah, I mean, but it's so good, and I don't know why I like.
Is it not Martinelli's?
No, it isn't Martinelli's.
Okay.
It's like Aldi brand.
Oh.
And it's in
Martinelli's,
cans. It's like in like soda can size.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
And that's been my favorite thing.
So, okay. If we're talking about like non-alcoholic, recently I've been loving this new Starbucks drink that I basically invented. I sent it to Emma like 3 weeks ago and she was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And so what it is it's a brown sugar oat milkshake and espresso, but you only get 3 pumps of brown sugar and then you add 2 pumps of pumpkin and like pumpkin topping. Usually they just put it on. If you don't say anything, they'll just add it anyway.
Yeah.
Because they charge you extra if you tell them to put it on, but sometimes they just put it on by themselves, or like they'll give you the brown sugar espresso topping, which is also very good. They're both cinnamon. Like, let's be honest, they're both just cinnamon.
Yeah.
So you get that and then you like stir it up in your car and you take a little sip and it's like the perfect amount of like fall and warm sugar cookie, and it's just so good. I love it.
Another one from a local cafe here in Tallahassee that I like, it's called the Witch's Brew. It's one of their lattes that they have, and It is pumpkin and cinnamon, like pumpkin spice and cinnamon and white chocolate.
Delish. That sounds delish.
So good.
Yeah. 10 out of 10.
Highly, the owner knows me by name because of how much I've gotten it this fall.
Mood. There's one Starbucks that I always go to right across the street from my Jazzercise place, and every time I order it, they're like, okay, Gabby, we'll see you at the front. And I'm like, thank you.
Well, I used to go there a lot in the summer, like when I lived in one of the other dorms.
Yeah.
That is literally like right across the street from it. I would go there all the time and get like breakfast there, especially during move-in.
Yeah.
and he knew me by name then, and I think he just remembers me.
Speaking of coffee and breakfast, so there's this really delicious Mexican coffee called Café de la Olla, and it's coffee with orange and cinnamon in it.
Ooh,
So good. So good.
yeah.
They put the orange like whole.
Mhm.
So like they cut the orange in half, so you have two halves, and then they just like squeeze it, and then they put the rind in too, so you get like I'm like really talking with my hands. Can you tell I'm tipsy? Because I am. I'm on like my third drink today. Like we got out the airport and I bought us drinks. I was like, woo woo, party, Mexico, we're here. And then we got here and they gave us champagne. And now I'm drinking another drink. But
I had
anyway,
a margarita and a pineapple today that came with a shot on the side.
yeah, this is my second mezcal margarita today.
Yeah.
And I had like a quesadilla earlier. Like that's it. So we
I
just got
also
here, by
had
the
a
way.
quesadilla for lunch.
Look at that. We're like connected. We both had margaritas. We both had quesadillas. We're like, that's
And
why
that
we're
and
best friends.
my leftover Chili's chicken tenders for dinner.
Yes. Yes. So
My friend and I
anyway,
went and got their $6 like trick or treat margarita.
how was it?
It was actually pretty good.
Is it pumpkin flavored or what is
No.
it? Why is it a trick or treat margarita? I don't understand that part.
It's candy.
So there's candy in it?
Like a little bit of candy, not too much.
Interesting. Cool. So anyway, I don't know. We did all that and now we're here and now I'm like, woo. So
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh, no. I lost it. Lost my train of thought.
I'm trying to think like other things we could do.
Movies?
I mean, besides Halloween Town.
Halloween Town is not my favorite Halloween movie.
Of the DComs, I think it's my favorite.
Hocus Pocus is my favorite.
That's technically not a DCom though.
I know, but still, Hocus Pocus is my favorite Disney, and then The Shining is my favorite classic horror. I feel like everybody knows this. This is not new.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to my friend's Katie's house the other day, and she was like, "I only saw The Shining once. Like, can we watch it?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" So we sat and we watched it, and she was like, "What does this mean? And what does that mean?" And I explained the whole thing to her while we were watching it, and she was like, "Oh my god, that's insane!"
Yeah.
And like as we went through it, she was like getting it, and I was like, yes. She was like, so why is this happening? And I was like, it's the hotel. And she was like, oh. So anyway, yeah, it was really fun. I love sharing that movie with people. It like brings me like so much visceral joy. I also saw a video today that brought me so much joy, and it was a bunch of ducks that slid down a slide and then swam around to the other side, climbed up a set of stairs and slid back down the slide. It was adorable. Literally the cutest thing I've ever seen.
I mean, so I don't think that these are even technically fall movies.
Okay.
But a film series I've been watching a lot that I feel like fits the fall aesthetic is the Hunger Games franchise.
Really? Explain.
I don't know. So I guess it's like the spooky aspect. So we do know canonically that the day that they're all chosen for like the actual games is 4th of July because irony is not lost on Suzanne Collins.
Okay.
But like I don't know why, but I guess it's like the woodsy, like we're in the woods aspect.
That's fair.
Especially the first one. The second one, her like little victory tour is all during the fall, which is the first like hour and a half of the second movie.
That's fair.
But I've been rewatching it because Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes comes out in November.
That's fair. Totally fair.
Yeah.
Recently, like music-wise, you mentioned something and it made me think of music. I don't know why. You said like in the forest, and I was like, folklore. Ooh, music. Yeah, I know.
Say folklore and Evermore.
Me, a Taylor Swift reference. What? Emma's beaming. She's thrilled. Gabby made a Taylor Swift
I saw the
reference.
Eras Tour film yesterday.
How was it?
Amazing.
I thought you said you were disappointed,
I mean, I was,
but it was still great.
but it's still great.
Great.
So, hold on.
Here we go. Emma's obligatory Taylor Swift rant. Here we go.
When the film was announced originally, we were told no songs were being erased. 7 songs were cut from the theatrical version. One of the 7 songs that was cut from the theatrical version wasn't in every tour date. I didn't have it because it was pre-Speak Now coming out when I went to see it. And it was post-Speak Now. And it was Long Live, which is my favorite Taylor Swift song of all time.
Great.
So I missed it by a couple weeks whenever Speak
Also,
Now.
while we're talking about Taylor Swift, in my Jazzercise set, I put 2 Taylor Swift songs at the same time. I had Cruel Summer and Look What You Made Me Do.
Yes.
And I was like, every single time they came on, I was like, Emma would be so happy right now. And I was like, damn it, come on, lady, is like being like really intense. But every time those songs came on, I thought of you.
But yeah, so anyway, I love like 3 of the songs that were cut from the film. But I do think, and watch me be right and figure this out, I think that this is just the theatrical cut and that we're
And
going to get a director's cut that's going to be called Taylor's version, and it's going to have
smart.
the entire thing
That's brilliant.
for streaming purposes.
Smart. Very smart.
But my favorite song is The Archer, or one of my favorite songs is The Archer, and it was cut out of the Lover set, which that's already like one of my favorite albums, and then she cut my favorite song off that album.
So you're sad.
So I'm sad. Cardigan should not have been cut. And Long Live should not have been cut.
That's fair.
But Long Live,
I feel like Cardigan is really popular.
yeah.
I feel like that's like one of her like bigger songs off that album.
Yeah.
Although
So
truth be told, I never really liked either of them.
I like Ever more than Folklore.
Agreed.
But anyway,
But they're both fall vibes, so
they are both fall vibes. But Long Live, which is a song that's notoriously about the fans, she's even come out and said this. It is about the fans, and it's the credit song for the Eras Tour film thing.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And it has like clips of the fans on the tour and like bloopers that like they had films of Taylor Swift.
Okay,
and
that's
stuff.
pretty cool.
So like I'm all right with them cutting it out for that purpose, but the other songs should not have been cut.
no, okay.
And if they cut songs, something should have gone from Midnight's. There's way too many Midnight songs in that theatrical version.
And those hot takes. Here we go.
Midnight's is already not my favorite album, and then they kept every Midnight song in, and that set is the longest set.
That's fair.
And then one of the 2 surprise songs that they used in the film
Was from
is
Midnight.
from Midnight's.
Yeah,
So it made it feel extra long.
fair.
But you know what? We got something from Debut in the film.
So
version.
you're living.
Well, Debut
What
isn't part of the set.
No, well, what'd you get from Debut?
Our song.
Oh, that's such a good song.
Yeah. Well,
I
that's
love
like
that
one
song.
of the 6 songs that she filmed like the days that she was recording in LA.
Mm.
That was one of the 6 possibilities. And of course you're gonna do Our Song if you're gonna label it
Yeah.
the Eras Tour film.
I mean,
And you don't have any song from Debut on your set list.
plus our song is fire.
I love Our Song. My best description of Our Song I've ever heard is from Sean, because he's going through all the albums right now.
Uh-huh.
And he texted me after listening to Our Song and went, "This sounds like a Taylor Swift song."
It does. It does. Like, it is the epitome of a Taylor Swift song.
Or I meant Hannah Montana song.
Oh, it's same.
Yeah.
There, that first album is essentially the same.
Yeah.
So, anyway, moving back to fall stuff.
I mean, Evermore.
Music. What have you been listening to music wise?
Folklore and Evermore.
Fair. Truth be told, on my end, I've been listening to a lot of like,
And a little bit of rap.
okay, but that's not unusual.
No.
But lately I've been listening to my LARP characters playlist a lot because it's really good. Also, I listened to my Spotify October Vibes playlist that they put together for me, and that one's bomb too. But yeah, my like LARP characters playlist is a lot of like really sad songs that are like kind of slow, and then I threw in a few heavy metal songs, which is really out of pocket, but like it's great. And then there's some like Scottish Gaelic songs in
Okay.
there, like bagpipes and like old Scottish style music,
Mm-hmm.
which is really fun. Zach's coming in the room. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Hi, babe.
Hello.
Hey,
Emma says hi.
Hello.
He says hi.
I heard.
Okay, good. So anyway, that's kind of what I've been listening to. And
Also,
like,
the Addams Family musical.
okay, that's a little out of pocket.
Well, I just saw a production of it.
Oh, okay.
I should have prefaced. I've seen that musical,
Recently.
as
Oh
in
my gosh.
last Saturday.
Yeah.
Last
So
Saturday?
okay.
I think so.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's kind of what I've been listening to. Food wise, I have a lot of food stuff to talk about. So I'm ready. I have like been cooking for like 3
Pumpkin
weeks.
bread.
Not just pumpkin bread. I've also been making a lot of like butternut squash based dishes recently. And my favorite was a butternut squash pasta sauce that I made a few weeks
Yeah.
ago that we froze. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Super good. You roast the butternut squash and then you put it in a blender with onions and tomatoes. You roast it all together, sorry. And you put it in a blender with onions and tomatoes and a little bit of sage and a little bit of thyme and a little bit of rosemary, and you just go and then sorry, I'm like hyper mode today. So you like in the blender and then it gets really smooth and you put it over pasta and it's like sticky and it's so good. That's what I'm loving right now.
Yeah.
Pumpkin muffins are pretty good too.
I also like, yes, I've been cooking a lot. I feel like I haven't cooked a lot of like fall stuff.
That's fair.
Well, mostly because, so I know you know about this class. I don't know if anyone else does. It's the catering management course I'm taking.
I don't think anybody else does.
Okay. Well, so in it, we do a ticketed event, or part of this class is this event that like the public can buy tickets to. They sold out within 5 minutes for every single dinner for this semester.
Oh my
That
gosh.
is
So like other students get to go, or is it anybody?
anyone, and it's $80, and it's not usually students. It's like
Like adults?
adults. Like my parents
Oh
are
my
going
gosh.
with my like $65 ticket each. Yeah.
Wow.
But it's a cocktail reception with 3 hors d'oeuvres and a signature cocktail that you can have like, we don't put a limit on it, but usually like 2 to 3 during that hour is people's max.
Yeah.
And then appetizer, super salad, depending on the theme. Or appetizer with a wine pairing, super salad, entree with a wine pairing, and then dessert.
Yeah. That's
So-
super cool.
Yeah. And we all get to choose themes and everything. It starts this week. We have our first dinner on Thursday.
Oh my God. Stress.
But anyway,
I'll
part
be
of
wishing
I've
you
been
luck.
like just like, you know, cooking a lot and like preparing for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
nice.
really excited. My group is the last one to have our dinner.
Mm-hmm.
It is literally December 7th is our dinner.
That's so late.
December 15th is when I graduate.
Oh my gosh.
So,
That is very late though.
yeah. Well, it's because of holiday breaks and we do it
Yeah.
at one of the clubs on campus, like
Uh-huh.
and so it's called the Champions Club, and the Champions Club doesn't give us every week that we actually want because I wish it would be
Oh.
done earlier.
Okay, I see what you're talking about. I see what you mean.
But the Champions Club is who has the liquor license, so we kind of have to have them.
Lame.
Yeah. We're in the process of getting our own banquet space and liquor license for the class.
Well, there you
though.
go.
So soon that won't be a problem, but it is right now. But my
Just for
event
the
is
moment.
Avatar Experience
Ooh.
Pandora. It's the James Cameron film.
Yeah, not Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yes. I feel like I always have to explain that whenever I like mention it.
That's fair.
So
Everybody
I'm really
keeps telling me that they're upset we're not going to Pandora at
You see,
Animal
the funny
Kingdom.
thing is depending on if work schedules me that Saturday before, I might go on that Sunday like morning before
Before you come
land.
pick me up from the airport.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go to Disney, pick me up from the airport, and go back to Disney?
Well, Disney Springs is where we're going.
That's true, but still.
Or maybe I've been thinking about either Disney Springs or like the monorail
Hollywood Walk?
hotels.
Oh, okay.
Because there's some good quick service places and other places there too.
I mean, I think it'd be a good idea to do Disney Springs so that way we can get like all the shopping stuff out of the way too.
True.
Because I heard it's amazing and I want to take my time. And if we get there and we go get food and then we go shopping, it's like perfect.
Oh, what is the name of the restaurant? It's like kind of a bar-y thing, but like they actually have food there, and it's like one of my favorite places to get like a drink and whatever, and it's right on the water. And
Sounds
in
great.
the distance you can see the Epcot ball
Perfect.
and the fireworks over it, depending on when you go. My mom and I went there for drinks on Thanksgiving of last year. Like
That's
after
perfect.
Thanksgiving dinner, she and I like took a nap and then went to Disney Springs.
Who's the prettiest girl in school? Epcot
Epcot
Ball.
ball.
I think it's Miranda, but Epcot Ball.
I love that Epcot. I need to save audios. That's what I need to do this week.
Yeah, for both of us.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
That's what I'll do when I'm not working. Oh wait, work scheduled me every single day this week except for Wednesday and Thursday, and Wednesday and Thursday are our Little Dinner Series prep and event.
fun.
Luckily, I'm not front of house this week for the event.
That's fair. Can we talk about really quick how at the airport, Zach didn't get singled out by immigration, but I did
Interesting.
in Mexico?
Interesting.
They looked at me and went, put your stuff in the scanner. And I went, okay. He didn't have to put anything in the x-ray machine. I did.
Interesting.
I know. They just let him walk by and I was like, okay, bye. And he left me. No, I'm just kidding. He was just in the other room because they made him go into the other room while they scanned my stuff. And I was like, what the frick? And even the guy was like, who are you traveling with? And I was like, that guy over there who was like in the pink shirt. And I was like, no, in the gray shirt. And he was like, okay. And he still kept scanning my stuff. He was like, what's in this bag? And I was like, my laptop. He's like, what's in your suitcase? And I was like, my clothes. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. I've also, and this is actually a fall Disney movie that isn't like referenced
Go for
enough.
it.
And I think it's only because of the Disney bound that Sean and I are planning for later this year. I started watching it again, but Frozen 2.
Fair.
Frozen 2 is such a fall movie, and I've been watching it again.
That's totally fair.
So, for those of you who don't know, because I haven't said it because Sean and I didn't talk about it, December 18th, which is the Monday after I graduate from college, he and I are going to Jollywood Nights, which is the new Christmas party at Hollywood Studios. And I'm so excited.
I just realized you're wearing the sweater I got you for Christmas last year. I just realized.
Also, Prince Caspian.
Yeah.
Is such a fall movie. I can
It
keep
is.
going.
It is.
But anyway,
Harry Potter. Okay, I had a debate about this the other day. I don't remember who I was talking to. It might have been you, but it was we were saying, or maybe it was Zach. I can't remember. We were talking about the Harry Potter movies. Jesus, and I said that Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is a Christmas movie, and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets is a fall movie, like a Halloween movie.
yeah, we talked about this on our last episode.
Did we?
Yes.
So, there's that. Also, Deathly Hallows.
Deathly
first
Hallows.
one.
Part 1,
Part
yeah.
1.
Half-Blood Prince. Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah. Prisoner of Azkaban for sure.
No, but
Oh boy, I need food.
no, so but anyway, we're going to Jollywood Nights, and I'm so excited because Hollywood Studios is one of my favorite parks. 1.
Yes.
2, the entertainment that they've announced for it seems so me. It can't be more perfect.
Oh.
The theater that they do the Beauty and the Beast show at during the day, they're going to be doing a musical like review type show,
Okay.
and it's going to be hosted by Kermit and Miss Piggy, and it's going to have a singing Belle and Tiana, which for those of you who don't know, Belle is my favorite princess and Tiana is Sean's.
I didn't know Tiana was Sean's favorite.
Yeah, Tiana's Sean's favorite princess.
Oh shit. Okay.
So literally like that. 1, that. 2,
Perfect.
they're having quote unquote throwback characters. I do not consider 2 of these characters throwback yet because no way I'm that old.
Okay. So who are they?
Phineas and Ferb.
That is not a throwback.
Thank you.
No.
We're not
Throwback
that
to
old.
what? 2010?
Yeah,
Lame.
13 years ago. But yeah, I'm very excited for that show.
That'll be fun.
I'm hoping that Galaxy's Edge does something cool in there too.
I'm sure they will. They have the Christmas special.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I'm really excited.
Very fun. I'm really excited for Mickey's Not So Scary because this is the first time I've ever gone to an after parks event.
Really?
Yep. Or after
I-
hours event or whatever
Yeah.
it's called.
The last time I went to Mickey's Not So Scary was with my ex.
Gross.
Yeah. And we went in August, and our costumes were so hot to be doing in August.
What did you do?
Well, so originally we were gonna do like Big Hero 6 costumes, and
Cute.
then we ran out of time because I was
Mhm.
away at school for the summer and then came
Mhm.
back for like 3 weeks, and then we were going to Not So Scary before I left for the fall semester.
So what'd
So
you
it's
do?
like August. We did Mary Poppins and Bert.
That's hot.
I died
I'm sure. Did you do the white Jolly Holiday or did you do like regular?
regular.
Oh, even worse.
Yeah.
I feel like Jolly Holiday you could get away with in the summer.
Yeah, you can. That's why they have her in that one all year round, basically, here.
Because it's cute.
It's cute and it's comfortable.
Breathable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna do Honey Lemon though.
I love Honey
And this was
Lemon.
pre
Blonde.
Yeah,
But I must say I do love the blonde.
thank you. It looks more caramel right now because it's
It
still
really
wet.
does.
It's because it's still wet.
That's fair. Anyway, should we get back on track here? I feel like we totally like
Yeah.
well, we kind of did, kind of not. I don't know. I don't know what else there is to talk about other than like I'm pretty stoked for my November LARP stuff. It's supposed to be spooky, so that'll be fun.
Ooh.
So like basically part of the lore is like one of the like fairy gods basically that helps like take care of things and like kind of runs the city that we live in.
Mhm.
He's called Harvester. And so like he's like got this like fall leaf style face and like he's
Yeah.
all like fall colors and all that sort of thing. And like I guess part of it is like in the last game that I couldn't go to is there was like some drama between him and the other parts of like his Fae family.
Okay.
I mean, I was there for the first chunk of it when it started, not this last game, but the game
Yeah.
before in August. And so like that's when it all started. And then the next game it got intense. And the point is, I think that the next game it's gonna get even more intense and come to like a breaking point.
Ooh.
So I think we're gonna have a full out Fae War part 2.
Ooh.
Because that's what happened the game that I went to. We had a Fae War, and then I wrote a story about it because I'm a journalist in the town.
Yeah.
It's very fun. I love being a journalist. People just volunteer information to you. It's really nice. Whether they're like on my side or not.
Yeah.
So like I'm pretty stoked about that. And I also finally get to break out some like fall garments that I made for it.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be cool too. Also, I'm excited for like Dia de los Muertos stuff here when we go into town.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
They decorate the Mexico pavilion too for it, obviously.
Yeah.
And by decorate it, I mean they keep Coco there all year round. So
Yeah, they
just
put
add-
like the papel picado up and like the ofrendas and that kind of stuff.
well, some of that stuff is there like year round, weirdly enough, because it's like let's learn about Coco while we're here.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So anyway,
But
that's
I'm
what-
excited.
yeah, I'm super stoked.
Yeah.
But that's really all I got this week, honestly. Do we have fandom news to talk about?
We have a little bit, and I just remembered that I didn't write one of the big ones, so I'm gonna go find that list real quick.
You do that. I didn't even
Basically,
open
what
up
happened
notes.
was Candlelight Processional announced all of their narrators
Oh,
this week, and I kind of forgot about that until this moment. Speaking
that's fun.
of holidays at Disney.
Okay, I saw this last one and I like almost shat my pants.
Yeah, same.
I got really excited.
Anyway, Candlelight 2023.
Yeah, let's talk about that for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And
Where is
then
it?
we'll wrap things up because it'll be a short episode this week because I'm really hungry.
Yeah. So Candlelight Processional starting on November 24th and is going until December 30th of this year. The show times are 5:15, 7 p.m., and 8:30 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
It's at the American Gardens Theater in the American Pavilion at Epcot. From November 24th through the 25th, Chrissy Metz, brand new host. I don't know who she is, but Christy
Me
Metz.
neither.
Chrissy Metz, Metz. November 26th through the 27th, Louis Fonsi.
Oh, Miss Fancy. He's great.
November 28th through the 29th, Anne Margaret.
Okay.
November 30th through December 2nd, Simu Liu. He's
Shang-Chi, right?
yeah, Shang-Chi and the one Ken in the Barbie movie.
Yeah.
December 3rd through the 5th, John Stamos.
John Stamos?
Yeah, December 6th through the 8th, Neil Patrick Harris,
Of course.
because he does it every year.
He does it every year.
December 9th through the 11th, Marley Matlin.
Oh, I love her.
December 12th through the 14th, Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser.
I'm
When was
just
the last
reading
time-
off of Disney's
When
website.
was the last time he was relevant?
That's kind of rude.
Sorry. I have no
Uh,
filter. Okay.
December 15th through the 16th, Eva Longoria.
Okay, love her.
Yeah. December 17th through the 18th, Joey McIntyre.
McIntyre?
I'm tipsy and reading these. Joey
I'm sure you're not
McIntyre.
tipsier than I am.
December 19th through the 20th, Sterling K. Brown. That's him.
Oh, yes, from This Is Us.
Yes.
He also plays Matthias in Frozen 2.
Yes.
I don't know how I know that.
December 21st through the 23rd. So it looks like he's taking a break from his new Broadway show. Jordan Fisher.
Is it Josh Gad?
Jordan Fisher.
Oh. I got excited. I thought it was going to be Josh Gad. you imagine
December
Olaf
24th through
doing
the
it?
26th. What?
If Josh Gad is Olaf doing it.
No, it's Jordan Fisher.
No, I know, but I'm saying, could you imagine?
Oh, I could.
That'd be great.
Yeah. December 24th through the 26th, Stephen Curtis Chapman.
Okay.
December 27th through the 28th, Audra McDonald.
Love. I heard a story about her today I was like, wow.
Oh,
She was doing a performance at the Schubert Theater before Josh Gad and Andrew Rosales went in for their new show.
yeah.
And I guess Josh Gad had heard a story, like in the new show, like he threw jelly beans into the audience. And I guess the Schuberts got mad at him for throwing jelly beans into the audience because they're like rats and shit. And I guess the story is that like Audra McDonald, when she was in the show before them at the Schubert Theater, that a rat fell from the rafters onto her while she was on stage.
And then our last one that's doing it from like December 29th through the 30th is Lisa Lang. She's CBS newscaster. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to go to the Jordan Fisher one.
Totally.
But anyway, let's get into this fandom news and I'll start again. Stellan Gios, lightsaber. I'm gonna restart that. Stellan Gios lightsaber is coming to Shop Disney and Disney Parks later this fall. This is the first hilt from the High Republic era to be sold. The special edition lightsaber is limited to 5,000 pieces globally, and this was announced at New York City Comic Con.
Of course. Loki and Opie have arrived in Avengers Campus at Disney California Adventure just in time for the new season of Loki on Disney+.
Les Miserables, the Arena Spectacular will visit North America as part of its world tour. Dates are to be announced, but it will follow the 40th anniversary celebrations for the musical in 2025.
Andrew Scott Vanya to be broadcast in cinemas worldwide on February 22nd next year, following a current sold-out run in the West End.
I'm excited for this next one. So excited.
I saw this and I was like, oh my god, Emma, here we go.
Get ready to hop between the Walt Disney World parks all day long, starting in January of 2024. So instead of you have to wait until 2 p.m. to park hop into another park, not anymore.
Yay! From November 24th through January 1st, celebrate the holidays at Universal Studios Hollywood with the magic of Christmas at Hogwarts Castle, Grinchmas, and more.
Jordan Fisher to join Hadestown as the new Orpheus on Broadway starting, I believe, this month.
Yes.
Yeah. I think when this news came out, it was next
September
month.
still, yeah.
Yeah.
So, woohoo! Go Jordan Fisher!
Yeah, I'm so excited. I sent a picture of it to my dad and was like, I love this star, talking about him. And then he went, well, it looks like you're probably going to New York in January. I went, yeah.
See, here's the thing. I'm happy because I love Jordan Fisher, but I'm sad because what's his face?
Reeve Carvey?
Yes, Reeve Carvey was the last of the original cast. And so that means Reeve Carvey's leaving the show. And I'm like, boo, but it's okay.
But also his girlfriend left the show.
That's true.
But you know what? She's in Great Gatsby with Jeremy Jordan, and that's looking pretty good so far.
It's gonna be bomb.
Yeah, they had their first preview on Friday.
Wow. Good for them.
Yeah. At the Paper Mill Playhouse.
Yeah. In Chicago? Where is it?
I don't know. New Jersey.
Yeah. Who wants to go
Melbourne,
to New Jersey?
Hold on. I want to see.
I got no reaction about New Jersey.
What?
He's just shaking his head. I said New Jersey and he's just shaking his head.
I'm just going to click a random theater in New York. It's like a 40-minute drive from Broadway.
That's not too bad. Anyway, should we get into this outro so we can go get some dinners?
Sure.
Great.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Fan Fatales. We are a proud part of the Real Fans Podcast Network.
That's right. And if you want to check out more shows on the network, you can find them at rf4rm.com.
In a couple of weeks, since Gabby is doing this whole travel palooza, I'm probably gonna have our lovely editor Kara on to talk about hopefully the new Star Kid musical, Nerdy Birds Must Die, which is the last of like the spooky trilogy of the Hatchetfield shows.
Woohoo! Remember to subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts.
And subscribe to us on YouTube.
Please leave us a review and comment down below to tell us what you thought of the show. And remember to follow us on Instagram and X at FamTotalPod for the latest updates. Now, Emma, where can the people find you on social media?
My Instagram, TikTok, and X are all at Snippyemma, which is SNIPPYEMMA. What about you, Gabs?
I'm at Gaby Gent, pretty much everywhere. That's GABYJENT.
Our editing is by the wonderful Carol Linsmeyer.
And as always, thanks for tuning in.
Bye!
Bye! Views expressed in this episode do not reflect the brand company they're